Hi, it's Melissa here. Welcome back. Today I'm doing a layout with an older collection that I won. It's Pink Paislee's SwitchBoard collection, and I won a few pieces of paper and some embellishments and some alphas. And I'm also scrapping a photo of Sam and Sean, so my son and my husband, because I'm aware that I've been scrapping a lot of the girls lately, especially Brielle, and I really want to make an effort to get pages in Sam's scrapbook as well. So here I'm going through the alphas, and I wanted to call the layout New Year, New Teacher, but there weren't enough E's, so I decided to call it Your New Teacher 2014. And this is obviously a year ago, and because here in New Zealand, the school year starts in either the end of January or the beginning of February, and in 2014 it was 2 years ago. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking it's 2015. It's 2016. So 2 years ago, Sean started teaching at Sam's school, and Sean had been in early childhood for 7 years, but prior to that, he was a primary school teacher, and he was ready to go back and teach primary again. So as it turned out, he was teaching the seniors, and because our school is really small, Sam was must have been 7 and probably year 3. So he ended up in Sean's class. So, of course, being the scrapbooking mother that I am, I had to take a first day photo, and it's definitely one that needs to be recorded when your dad is your teacher for the first time. So I went through these papers, and because I'm really making the title a huge feature on the right side of the page, I wanted to do some layering on the left. I've used a piece of vellum, and it's like a pearly white vellum, and of course I had to get my notebook edge punch from Stampin' Up! Out and use it on a school page, and so I've just punched the vellum, and that just adds a bit of interest and a bit of texture. And this is really probably my throwback typical style of layering. So I'm going through these papers, and they are communication related. There are old phone icons, phone book. It's quite vintage but with a modern twist, and obviously there's modern papers like those two that you can see right there. So this is really my typical layering style. I've gone back to that for this one, and I didn't want to take away from the title too much. I really, as always, wanted the photo, and in this instance the title, to be the features of this layout. I've chosen that ledger paper for my background, and I absolutely love it. The tones in this collection are slightly off-white, they're not cream, and there's lots of colours that are slightly muted. Not pastel, but slightly muted, and I love it. I'm really loving Pink Paislee at the moment. I've just been watching some of the CHA videos that Click Hits have been putting up, and I have to say that Paige Evans' latest collection, or first collection, is absolutely gorgeous, and I want everything in it. So I've scrapped with a bit of Pink Paislee lately. We had the Girl Cave kit from Click Hits, and I know that one of the hip kits from last year had Citrus Bliss in it as well. So anyway, back to the layout. Just using my largest stapler. I've decided to stop using my tiny stapler to do stapling that can't be seen, because it is a bit harder to get staples here in New Zealand. And so I've put the staples on the main 4 pieces of paper, including the vellum, and now I'm adhering my photo. And I just wanted to make sure that my photo lined up with the lines on the ledger, and everything else is kind of askewed around it. So I fussy cut out the little speech bubble that says hi, and I thought that was perfect because it's first day and meet the teacher, or in this instance, we already know the teacher. I thought that was perfect just to embellish on that little corner there. And that's a piece of pink paper that has like a squiggly line, kind of like a telephone cord, like they used to be, and it has the word love in it. Now, yes, it is pink, but I think a little pop of pink is okay in a boy layout, or even a lot of pink, depending on what you're doing. And now these puffy stickers would have to be one of the most beautiful puffy stickers I've ever used, because they're quite rubbery, and I'm quite textile and I like the way they feel. So I've put one down that says best day ever, and the other one says okie dokie. And here I'm using some of the labels. You get a packet of these labels, and they're perfect for layering as an embellishment, and journaling. I felt that this layout needed something to ground it, so for a bit of interest I've just torn a piece of the paper, and I wasn't worried how it came out. I just went with it, and I'm just adhering it down and slightly lifting up the edges, which I'll do later on. Here I'm just having another look at that paper with all the speech bubbles on it, but there was nothing else that I thought really went with this layout. I'm using another one of those labels, and it's kind of off-white, and that one's got a little black and silver stripe. And now I'm using that big phone puffy sticker, and it's got nothing to do with this layout at all, except that I think it provides a nice feature for an embellishment down the bottom, so it's pretty random, and it helps to just ground that ripped piece of paper. Now I'm adding some colour shine in, I think it's seafoam, and it works, it matches amazingly, it's perfect. And I find that if I dab it with a paper towel, it just gets off that kind of foamy, soapy kind of look. And I've done both. In the past I've left it just to see what happens, and I don't like the way it looks if I just leave it. So if it bubbles, try just a paper towel and soak up the excess. So now I am adhering my photo, and like I said, I'm lining up the bottom of the photo with the lines, and I'm not worried about the rest of the layers. I'm going to speed this part up. In fact, probably even cut it out. Yeah, I've cut it out because it's not exciting me gluing down those letters. And I have this little puffy sticker that says "Love Ya," and in the end I decided to put it in the sea, and I love the way that looks as well. So my final touch before journaling is just to add some black colour shine, and I've focused it on 3 places on the page. And there I'm just writing "Yay, it's Dad," because Sean is his teacher. And I'm just journaling about Sean starting at Kingsview and how Sam was in his class. And we had a special boundary for Sam that he had to call Dad Mr. Vining when he was in the classroom, which he does. So I'm just finishing up that journaling. And at this point I thought that the layout was done, but then I came back in and added I cut a little part of the speech bubble that says hello, and as a final touch I added some washi tape in 3 places as well. And I'd had that out and forgotten about it, and I just thought that it went well, and I have a lot of washi that I don't use that often, so if I can think of a way to incorporate it, it's all good. So that is my final layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I just want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here, and I hope that you just enjoy my scrapping journey. So have an awesome day, and I'll be back soon.